All right, let's see. We already finished the regular watch list. Let's check out some swing trades idea for this week. Let me switch my screen. All right, let's, as always, start from the top down. Let's check out some monthly setups. Apple has an inside month. Interesting. Hmm. We got 5 more days to go. I'll keep that on the watch. Nothing really catches my eye here. CVS has an inside week. Let's see what we got. Let's see. The short for CVS last week was nice, or rather, 2 weeks ago anyway. Nothing right now. I'm not really a fan of this buying pressure. If anybody is inclined to swing CVS again, you can go long above 64.09 or short below 59.66. The daily actually has a hammer. I'll probably look for this for some longs. Might be a nice little W setup. So assuming we don't gap up on Tuesday, I'll probably be looking at this. Let's see, this is daily, so I'll probably get like a month out contracts. First target I'm gonna have is 66.37, and then just when the W completes up here is my other target. And then my stop loss will be if it hits this low. If it does gap up, I'll probably wait until it comes back to entry, even though if that does happen, the probability of it working out decreases. So if we do open up as an inside bar, might be a good move to take to the upside. If we open up as a two down, as long as it doesn't hit this stop, we should definitely be good to take the three up to the upside. So let's keep that in mind. Welcome back, Mario.
What is you on? I
Say that again.
can't see that big. I said, what chart is you? Oh, that's CVS. Okay. I
Yeah, I'm
couldn't see what that was that you was on.
looking at this potential W to the upside off the daily, and we have a nice hammer too. I'm just hoping that they don't um gap up because then I'm not gonna get the entry I want. Let's see, 63 to 64 strike price.
And like,
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask you, like on contracts like that, how long do you, since you on the daily, like, how long do you, like, how far do you buy out?
For this specific one, because CVS moves slow sometimes, probably gonna do at least 30 days minimum.
Mhm.
If you want to be adventurous, you can do like 14 days, a little cheaper, but I'd rather have more time on me. ATR is about
Okay.
$2. So in one day, we can get like halfway to the first target, assuming it just goes straight up. But I would say within 2 or 3 days, we should at least hit the first target. Again, the market could do whatever it wants, but at least based off its ATR, we should at least hit the first target in 3 days, or at least this week. All right, let's see what else we got. Disney, I don't really care for. Uh, Coca-Cola. If you can get a move on Coca-Cola, that thing moves very nice. Hmm. Might be a decent swing to the upside for some viewpoints. I'll add that if anybody wants to take it. I'm probably not going to take it personally. Actually, bouncing off a quarterly broadening information, so and a hammer, probably going to look to take that. Coca-Cola
Yeah,
contracts
that
are,
gives a nice setup.
yeah, Coca-Cola contracts tend to be pretty cheap too. So you can get like a month out for like 80 bucks, maybe 100 bucks. Probably be aiming for this BF up here. Yeah, these could be some targets.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, because let me actually see if I can bring up the options chain. Uh, Why is this thing not loading?
What is the ATR? I can't see. I tried to zoom it in, but I can't really see.
ATR is $1.37.
Yeah, I can flow ground. But that's a lot though. If it does move that whole direction.
Yep. Why is this thing not bringing up the options chain? It's weird. Anyway, yeah, probably have a stop under this hammer on the weekly, pretty much last week's low. And then let's see. Yeah, the daily ATR is about $1.20. So maybe in 2, 3 days we should be hitting that first target. And then the second target, and then I'll aim for this BF up here. Let's see what they want to give. Probably do like 75 strikes. Well, probably do 73 a month out.
73, right? With a month out.
Yeah, because welcome, Nani. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Let me go back to TOS. So June. Yeah, 73 contracts for June are pretty cheap. Their mid price is what? Like 77 bucks. The delta is 37. So let's see, 37. Let's do some quick math here. This is a June 20. Let's see. And data is like nothing on these. It's what, $3? It's pretty chill. So The stop loss would be $1.50. Let's just round up. So about 55. It'd be negative 55 premium. First target is about $1. So about $50 you'll make profit per contract on the first hit. And they'll be, well, they'll be in the money. So the gamma's going to kick in too. Maybe a little more than $50 approximately. It's $2. That's what, $74, give or take. And then about 100 something dollars. So over 100% if it hits the max target, probably over 100% at the second target as well. Yeah, assuming we get in around 75, 77.
So you would on something like that, since well the market is not going to be open tomorrow, so on Tuesday you would have to just wait to see what prices opens at on Tuesday, and then take it from there.
Yeah, if price opens up on Tuesday. If again, I prefer it to open up as an inside bar because I don't want it to gap up. If it gaps up, me personally, I just leave the trade alone because I don't really care too much to look for these trades. So if it does gap up, it is what it is. There'll be more setups to take. All right. The stop is 55, so that can be anywhere, what, like 60, 75% loss. But again, I'm just kind of going off dollar value here. The percentage is always going to be high for win or lose on Coca-Cola. So
Gotcha.
usually I don't like taking anything that's more than 30% loss, but in this case, I'll just size down dollar wise to make up for the percentage in my account if it goes against me.
Gotcha.
Let's see what else we got. Next era of energy. Damn, this thing got obliterated last week. I'll leave that alone for now. Nice inside bar setup on the daily. XOM? Hmm, might be a decent one. Hold on, let me get these levels for Coca-Cola again. This was off the weekly. Let's do one. I gotta check CL though. What is CL doing? Outside wheat? Uh, I would want oil to reverse to the upside before I'll be comfortable taking this on the stock. Well, if anybody does want it on the stock, I'll just add it to the list anyway. This will be a weekly setup, so at least 30 days out. If you want to be adventurous, a week out or 2 weeks out minimum.
which I'm sure you do, but you do have like account where you like actually like hold stocks for long term stocks.
Yeah. So in my regular brokerage account and then my Roth, I have like my long-term portfolios. And then I just trade options in either one, depending what I'm looking at. Sometimes both. Where is my chart? Yeah, we're just accumulating on Tesla in this range right now. Let's see what they want to do for this week. Weekly is a failed to up. Technically, not because this thing goes red, but we're getting rejected off that area. Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch Tesla and go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, is the fail two up? Is that like a bearish signal?
Yeah, a fail to up. I would consider this like if it closes red, because the one on the weekly triggered two up, but then it didn't close higher than where it triggered at. You can consider that a fail to up as well if you want. I just generally consider that fail to up if it's a red. So like this one here, failed to went two up, failed to close above. Failed to close green and it closed red. And then this one right here, failed two down, failed to close red if it got bought up as soon as it got triggered to the downside and closed green.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Nvidia has earnings this week as well. Nvidia has a failed two up on the weekly, but with earnings coming up, I probably
Can be a bearish or a bullish move.
well, in this case for Nvidia, you can take it long if you want to. If I were to swing it, I would take it above the weekly. I usually prefer the week to be in a direction because if I take it long off the daily, I still need to clear all of this level to get out of the inside week, and it might be choppy if the weekly doesn't trigger a
Yeah.
direction. So I probably wouldn't short it unless it's like a broader information here, because we have this big fair value gap in this area right under it. But we'll definitely see what the week brings. Yeah, I think let's check some news.
So the other morning, when Trump started talking, when price just went like it just dropped crazy, it poured. And that was Friday, matter of fact. So like that wasn't on the calendar or nothing. So like, is there any like notifications that I can put on my phone like when Trump is gonna speak?
You'll have to work for his team to know when he's gonna tweet.
Um,
I know some people got whatever app he uses, I forgot the name of it. But it's like his version of Twitter or whatever. They usually use that to where is this? They usually use that to get like notices immediately because people usually get it from his like Twitter equivalent and then they put it on X. And then in the news channel in the Discord, I have like channels like, sending stuff out, but it could be like 2 to 5 minutes delayed. So if you want it from the horse's mouth, you could download his app and just have the alert and see exactly what he says. Granted, once he says it, it's gonna tank, so you're not really gonna have the speed to get in, but still something.
she literally like already watching it, and then like you have to be like right there at that second type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. This week might be good. We have Jerome talking today, which is interesting at 2:40. Nothing tomorrow because the holiday. Just some orange folders on Tuesday. We got the meeting minutes, but that's pretty much stuff we already know from last month. Thursday we have GDP. That's probably going to move the market, and then PCE and some other things at 10. Yeah, pretty much all this week at 10 a.m. we have news that comes out, so be mindful of these. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have.